These chocolate caramel protein pancakes have over 50 grams of protein and help me lose over 150 pounds. Here's how you make them. Here's everything you're going to need. There's two options for the dry or the leavener. If you have the option for pancake mix, I really like this brand. Costco used to sell it. It used to be really cheap. We're going to use this brand for the purpose of this video because it's easier when meal prepping. Alternatively, I will have both options in the caption below. You would use different amounts of these three to get the same of this. We're going to forgo over that. Number one, pancake mix, or pancake mix option number two would be you make your own. Then you need salt. It makes it taste better. The last dry would be Mars chocolate protein powder. This is the best protein powder I've ever tried. It's really good. It tastes like chocolate milk when you add it with milk or just water. And this is a salted caramel protein pancake. So what better protein powder to use than this? So here's your dry. Into the wet ingredient. Actually, I lied. We need one more thing. We also need baking powder because there's not enough baking powder in the pancake mix. You want a nice fluffy round pancake. And almost forgot salt and pepper. Just for this one. Okay, just a little bit. Now that goes here. Here's your wet. And now into the wet. Non-fat Greek yogurt. Egg whites. Only from Costco. That's a joke, but it's the cheapest place to get them. Don't use whole eggs and take the yolk out. It's annoying. Carton egg whites. Non-sugar added salted caramel extract tortellini syrup. This is the stuff that they use at Starbucks. Okay, we're getting very bougie and fancy here. And number two, vanilla extract. That's pretty much it. Now, we're gonna get into the really hard part where we put all of this stuff in a bowl, mix it, and eat it. First thing, we're gonna go into the dry, okay? So, I'm gonna use a big bowl. The reason why, I'm gonna make more than one serving of pancake. Why? Because why not? If I'm cooking it, I might as well cook more of it to eat it later. That's the purpose and awesome stuff about meal prep. So, put the bowl on the scale turns on. Now, we'll weigh 0. For the pancake mix, we're gonna do 55 grams per serving. So, each time or one yield of serving is about 5-6 pancakes, depending how you do it, how you flip it, how you make it, etc. So 55 times 3 is a number I can't calculate in my head. I'm going to say it's about 170 grams. Yeah, good enough. Next, we're going to go to baking powder. We're going to do 5 grams per serving, so we're going to do 15 grams. Cool. Salt. We're going to do about 3 grams. 1, 2, and 3. And black pepper, we're going to do about 2 grams. And then we're going to go into the protein powder. So 1 scoop per serving, or about 30 grams per, so 90 grams. There we go, on the money. Okay, that's all the dry stuff. Now, all the dry stuff's done. What we're going to do, you don't have to use a whisk. You can use a fork. Just easier to use a whisk. We're going to mix everything together. Okay, wonderful. Now everything's incorporated. We're going to make a well in the center of this bowl, which will allow us to add our wet ingredients much easier. Put this back on a scale. We're going to tare it. We'll get rid of the dry stuff. Okay, so starting with Greek yogurt. So we're gonna go for 500. Boom. All right, a little bit over. We're gonna go in with the egg whites. So 90 grams per, so 9, 18, 27. So 270 grams of egg whites. Okay, you want to be really exact with this, otherwise you're gonna make this batter too loose. And then we're gonna go in with the vanilla. So about 5 grams. This shit is pretty strong. That is sufficient. And then lastly, about 5 grams of the salted caramel extract. That isn't as strong, so you can go a little bit heavier. Now, we're going to mix everything. There we go. So this is about the consistency we're going for. It's not falling off, well, barely. So it looks like waffle or pancake batter consistency. So now, for your entertainment purposes, I have a griddle. Typically, I'd use a pan. What we're going to do is cooking spray. Now, I preheated this to about a medium heat. So I'm going to put cooking spray on here. And why? Because it prevents sticking. This is a cookie scoop. This allows for even sized pancake. So we're gonna take this like so, lop it on here. And now you're gonna kind of let it go by itself. You can press it down a little bit if you want to make it faster. Okay, turn the heat up a little bit. You're gonna wait until you see a little bit of bubbles. Now this pancake mix is a little unique to probably most that you're used to working with. It's a little thick. You might not actually see bubbles. So you gotta kind of take it by ear and about every 2-3 minutes give it a flip. They have a tendency to burn quick. Just keep an eye on it. You should be fine. So it's not there just yet, but it's getting there. It's getting really close because I'm almost able to lift it. I'm gonna actually turn the heat down a little bit. The smoke is not from the actual pancake. It's from all the other heat of the griddle. Now, the hardest thing about pancake is flipping it and not fucking up. So what I would highly recommend, because you're probably going to see me fuck up in about a second, is do like 2 pancakes at a time. Or if you are doing this on a pan, do 1 pancake at a time. Pancake gods. Yeah. 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 So I fucked that up. Not terrible. 3 for 4, that's 75%. That's almost on a roll. If that was baseball, I'd be the greatest baseball player on earth. So I will take that. You'll see it's rising, whatever. Now, these are really large. I would say this is about 1 serving. If you want to go the extra mile, you could weigh out the pancake batter, but you don't have to. These also came out really large because I added an excessive amount of baking powder, but that's okay. It actually came out fucking pretty solid. This ain't ready yet because it ain't golden brown. There's a saying in the chef industry, GBD, golden, brown, and delicious. That's more for like fried food, but still kind of works with this. Yeah, we're almost there. I'm worried this fucking thing's gonna fall off the fucking table. Okay, and then totally optional, I'm transferring this to a wire rack, which I don't know if you can see in frame, but camera number 2 has it. Just so it allows it to cool much quicker. And then we're gonna repeat this process about another fucking 10 goddamn times. So here's the finished product. As you can see, these 4 that I started with are very large. This would probably be about 1 serving size if you're gonna make it the same size that I made. All of these other ones are like relatively different shape because honestly, I'm not going to use them for the thumbnail. This is the color you should be going for, golden brown and delicious. Just be careful with the temperature. It depends if you're using like what type of stove you're using or a griddle. Other than that, hopefully you found this video helpful, enjoyable, educational, entertaining. If you did any of those above or just mentioned, please do the algorithm stuff and share and comment and like and all that fun stuff because it takes a tremendous amount of effort and time to make this and it's free. Now, as far as macros, ingredients, everything else, that will be in the description below. As far as serving size and like meal prepping, these will last at least a week in the fridge. Stick it in a meal prep container, heat it up for a minute and a half in the microwave, you're good. The best pairing with this would be some type of fruit as well as non-sugar added syrup, or you can do non-sugar added caramel sauce or chocolate sauce or a combination of all 2, all 3, etc. But yeah, this is my go-to with this. Really good. Anyways, have a good one. Thanks for watching.